before the federal government, belatedly embraced ranching now, and I said it's going to put 170 billion naira into it as pilot project, which is also generating a lot of tension in the country. People are saying they've seen some expansionism in this, they've seen some territorial conquest in this, they've seen some disruption of cultural lives of people that are not, under the influence of other people, ethnic groups from the north and so on and so on. These accusations are there. But before we even begin to discuss that, let's say that from this government, what we've had are rationalization of why cattle nomads, nomadic pastoralists, and sedentary farmers should cohabit peacefully and all that. There cannot be such cohabitation. Somebody has farmlands that has greens, farmlands that have vegetation, and somebody has animals that want to feed on this vegetation. Is a theater of conflict. There cannot be cohabitation. And this is clear enough. So when you are preaching cohabitation, live together, you are not addressing the problem. You have to embrace modernity. And as to the security chiefs that we've been told, if we remove them, that will solve the problem. Well, we're already familiar with the style of this administration now. It's slow. The president, I think that there was a broadcast when he even suggested that he was going to rejig his cabinet. There was that suggestion there. He will bring in new whatever, but the president didn't follow through on that. And before the cabinet was formed, we had 6 months. This president has some discernible reluctance to replace it. Once he signs on to you, it may be the issue of loyalty, placing loyalty over performance. He's reluctant.
So he may not be changing
disengage.
I mean, but the tenure issue is also there because it's been renewed.
He extended the tenure. He didn't ask them to go. He extended the tenure. But I just also want to make the point that when people talk about federal character and all that, which is very good, we have federal character in the past under the Jonathan administration. Boko Haram was controlling 27 local governments. There was federal character. So it is not issue of federal character. As if somebody is not fit for purpose, remove him. And for me, the president is the commander-in-chief. He's the president of the country. I don't like being prescriptive on this is the person you must save complying with the federal character provisions of the Constitution. The president ultimately is responsible for guaranteeing lives and security, law and order in the country. Section 14, 2B of the Constitution says so. The primary purpose of government is the security of life and property, is the security and welfare of the people. So if the president assembles a team and the team is not performing, I will blame the president, not the members of those teams.
Chief Executive, quickly, let me ask you, and if you are the president, considering the situation, over 1,800 people killed already in these herdsmen, farmers clashing, what would you do urgently if you were the president?
Yeah, let me first answer my brother, the Malene brother, Jiti there. That is not a question about federal character. When we talk about federal character, it is not necessary that you should go and pick incompetent people from other areas. The designers of the Constitution were careful enough to know that Nigeria is a multi-linguistic, multi-ethnic, multi-religious country, plural, that is federal in nature. So you cannot begin to have concentration of powers of certain security forces in one or two geopolitical zones of the country where there are 6 geopolitical zones. Nigeria is 180 million people, for God's sake. You cannot tell me that other geopolitical zones also do not have some of these. If I were Mr. President, I will start by rejigging my security architecture. Then I would be more firm, brutally firm, to these marauders, these herdsmen, that he himself has confessed, told us are from another country. If you have known that they are from another country, that is the more reason why you should be very firm and not be emotive or emotional.
Chief Osekome, in fact, some people have called for Chief Osekome, some people have called for the arrest of the group of the Miyetti Allah. Would you do that if you were the president?
Yes. If I were the president, I would do that. Hello, Apostle Suleiman merely said last year, defend yourself, which is a right guaranteed by Section 33, subsection 2 of the Constitution, Section 32 of the Criminal Code, Section 59 and 60 of the Penal Code. He merely said, defend yourself. And for that, the DSS went to Ado-Ekiti looking for Apostle Suleiman. He took Fayose to come out to say, you can't arrest this preacher of the word of God in my domain. Now, these people have come out to say, hello, we are the people who carried out this dastardly act. You rustled, you killed our 300 cows. So you couldn't have expected peace and tranquility to reign. So in other words, for 300 cows, over 200 human beings were killed. In other words, cows are being equated to the lives of human beings. There has been no prosecution.
The group has said that it was a misinformation by a section of the Miyetti Allah faction of Miyetti Allah. They said that that's exactly not what they meant.
Well, that was what I read. What did they mean? They have always defended these killings, saying there are anti-grazing laws, grazing routes have been blocked, all sorts of excuses. So in Taraba State, for example, from Donga to Numa area, from Donga area to other parts of the state, you find that these marauders are everywhere. In Benue, in Kaduna State, in Plateau State, in Zamfara State, in Edo, in Delta, in Enugu, in Imo. They are everywhere. Boko Haram was actually restricted.
So, Senior Advocate, let me come to the retired Commissioner of Police quickly. You know the terrain. You've served in Rivers, you served in Kogi State. You perhaps know the intricacy in the border issue of Nigeria, and perhaps some of the relationship between these two groups, the farmers, the herdsmen. What exactly do you think is at the heart of the problem, and perhaps the solution?
Yeah, thank you very much. I was also Commissioner of Police in Yobe State. I was in Damaturu. We had problems of farmers, herdsmen clashes, but of course it wasn't in this level of killings. It was easier then because the whole issue was just simply between farmers strictly and herdsmen. Politics had not been introduced into it, and it was very easy to look into. What I did in Damaturu then was to summon representatives of the farmers, representatives of the herdsmen, the Miyetti Allah in the state. And we had several meetings.
We've seen several meetings.
No, we did. We had several meetings.
We've seen several meetings within these people in these communities.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But that has not stopped the situation.
That's what I'm saying, that at that level, when it happened, it was at the level of only farmers and herdsmen, true herdsmen.
You think it's now being politicized?
Of course, it's gone beyond that. Ordinary cow has eaten corn, and the farmer is angry and he tackles the cow, and then a clash erupts.
All right.
That was how it was, but now it has gone beyond.
Okay. We'll take another break, but will we allow discussion on how to put end to this, to put stop to the killings in the country? That's next. Join us again.